Each week, clock strikes 12. Come on, take a seat. Thursday trivia, gather round. Snacks on the table, phones face down. We got questions, one by one. Right or wrong, we're here for fun.
It's Thursday trivia. Are you ready now? Do you know the answers? Will you figure it out? Test your brain or make a wild guess. Laugh it off, there's no stress. It's Thursday trivia. Every single week, 12 noon sharp. Come take a peek. Hanging with friends, just having fun. The game has started. 3, 2, 1. History, movie, random facts, tiny victories, friendly class. Shout it out or think it through. Either way, we're cheering you. It's Thursday trivia. Are you ready now? Do you know the answers? Will you figure it out? Test your brain or make a wild guess. Laugh it off, there's no stress. It's Thursday trivia. Every single week, 12 noon sharp. Come take a peek. Hanging with friends, just having fun. The game has started. 3, 2, 1.
Some you'll nail,
Some you'll miss.
all that matters is moments like this.
Side by side, screen to screen, little traditions, simple routines. It's Thursday trivia. Are you ready now? Do you know the answers? Will you figure it out? Test your brain or make a wild guess. Laugh it off, there's no stress. It's Thursday trivia. Every single week, 12 noon sharp. Come take a peek. Hanging with friends, just having fun. Thursday trivia. 3, 2, 1.
Yay! All right. Welcome.
That's such a cute song.
Thank
So
you.
peppy.
I love it. I've been making shorts out of some of the intro songs and stuff to put, like as an advertisement saying, hey, join us that day or whatever. And I was like, I don't even know what parts I like better of it. It's like I keep cutting it up and I'm like, yeah, I like that part. No, I like this part.
Right?
You have
Miss Lee, hi.
Miss Edna and Carmen and Vince and Stephanie and Michelle. Welcome in, everybody. Once again, Chloe is here. I figured out it's not so much that she wants a snack when I'm on live. She wants me to hold her.
Yeah.
Just that she wants, to be a part of things. So
Oh, look, there you go. Hi, Chloe.
I will hold her for a few minutes and then she'll go and lay down. But I don't know. She's a mess.
Well, since Chloe wants to be on camera, and we're always happy to have that beautiful thing up there, it is National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. So there she is. She's even looking at the camera because your hand is up there. Yeah, it's National Adopt. Oh my goodness, Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. Look who just showed up in my world.
Hi, Lisa D.
He was laying down until I started talking.
Aw, he knows the drill too. He's like,
Right.
who are you talking to in there?
Right. So I thought I'd bring that to everybody's attention. I just thought, since Chloe and Beans wanted to be part of it today,
Yeah.
that was a good. Yeah, we got to bring our fur babies in, Stephanie.
Well,
It's also, go ahead.
go ahead.
It's also National Bugs Bunny Day. Now, right?
Oh, gosh, that takes me back to my childhood.
Right? It just puts a smile on your face saying the name Bugs
Yes.
Bunny. It
I
just,
used to watch Bugs Bunny cartoons every Saturday. My dad loved cartoons. And that was one of his favorite things on a Saturday morning, to sit there and drink coffee and watch the cartoons with us. And I think sometimes he probably watched them even when we weren't there, that he
Right.
just liked them himself.
Well, and then they got together, and then they did the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour on
Hmm.
Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
And then we got to see everybody, and that was really fun. Hi,
Hi,
Regina.
Regina.
Hi,
Welcome
Lisa.
in. Chloe was not a shelter pet. If I had not adopted her, she may, or if I had not gotten her from my friend, she probably would have became a shelter pet, because
Hmm.
they didn't know. I mean, it was an accidental breeding. They did not plan on having a litter of pups. They did not know anything about raising pups. And, if people hadn't come and got them, they would have probably ended up at the
Yeah.
shelter. So,
Well, Beans was raised until he got past puppy. He got about a year old. And of course, the classic, they're moving, they can't take him, and they put him in a shelter. And so then somebody else took him, and they kept him for a couple years, and they couldn't. Hi, Ashley. And they couldn't keep him, right? So then he went back in the shelter. And then other got him, and I went, we can't do shelters anymore, honey. And he's a pit bull. He's not going to, they're one of the least adopted
yeah,
of all the animals because they
yeah,
don't know their history, you
yeah,
know. So, you don't know if they're scarred mentally or not. So I
yeah.
went, no, you're not going in. You're not going in. Whatever it takes, you're not going back in, honey.
No. And the bad thing about with the pit bull, they get such a bad rap. And any dog can become vicious. Any dog can be territorial and, want to protect their people, and things like that. And so it doesn't have to be a pet bull. I can remember when we had German Shepherds, to be able to get insurance, they would ask, what breed is it? How big is it? All those kind of questions.
Hmm.
And Dobermans, Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Pit Bulls, they all get such a bad rap. And I really just think they are super protective. And anything that they do is out of instinct because they are trying to be protective.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it gets, they get a bad rap. So,
They get a bad rap. And again, like I said, they don't know, especially in a shelter, they don't know if the pit bull was kicked around. Let's just get straight to the point. If it was kicked around when it was a puppy, so it doesn't, but this this one would rather lick you. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, he's a good one. He's a sweetheart, but that's
Yes,
not
we're talking about
always
you.
true. There are, but like I always say, there's no bad dogs, just bad owners. It's
That's
what
it.
the people do is what affects the dog. Although, like Chloe is very, very aggressively antisocial when it comes to other people, and she sometimes will growl at me, and show her teeth like, "Oh, I don't like that." But it's their dogs. That's their instinct. It's
Right.
like we want to make them into our fur babies and treat them like they're not animals, but they are animals. And
Yeah.
so sometimes, people will get frustrated, or, oh, my dog's not going to growl at me, or they're not going to act like that to me. And then it ends up messing up their little brains because they're like, but
Yes.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
You're right.
And
Well, Lisa says my dog was a pit bull lab. Love, by the way, love labs. Labs are the
Mhm.
cutest, lovable lab mix. We got him when he was a pup, few months old. He passed away last year at 16, and he never hurt anyone. Yeah, yeah. They,
Exactly.
yeah. But also,
Mhm.
if Chloe growls, this is just aesthetics. If Chloe growls at you, it looks like this. If Bing growls at you, it looks like this. Now,
Mhm.
just the visual is scary.
Yeah,
And that's just it's just the aesthetics, just the way you know what I mean. So
exactly. Hi, Terry. And see, any little sound, like she's growling right now because she's heard something. But anybody that, walks outside on the sidewalk,
mhm.
she's going to let me know. If the repair person has to come in or anything like that, she will be aggressive. Like, what are you, you're a stranger. What are you doing in this apartment?
In my territory.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like she accepts Allison and she accepts Anais. But if it came between, like Allison got between me and her, she's going to defend me to Allison.
Right.
And it's like, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, you see a side of them that you don't see because they love you and they don't do that to you, but then they'll do it to somebody else. And I'll tell people right off the bat, she doesn't like people. She doesn't like other animals. It's like, she loves me. That's it. Anything else in her world, she sees as danger and as
a disturbance.
Yeah. And that's just the way that, she is. But then again, too, she didn't have the best start in life. And then I got her when she was 5 weeks old. And because of the mixture that she is, she had lots of problems eating and like, we really.
She's like, are you talking about me?
Yes, I am talking about you, sweetheart. But she has been the best because I've had all different breeds of dogs. I've had dogs since I was 2 years old. I mean, we've always had dogs and cats, but a lot of dogs. And of all the dogs that I've had, she is the only one that is like in tune with my feelings and my health. And it's like, she knows when I need those extra cuddles and when I need her to be good, because I'm not feeling good or whatever. But I had one German Shepherd. He would sleep on the floor beside my bed. And every morning I'd wake up to his head on the pillow. And I'd wake up because he would breathe hard and I would feel the breath on me. And that was my cue that, hey, time to let me out. I'm ready. And it was always, no matter what time I set my alarm clock for, but it was always like 10 minutes before the alarm went off. It's like, could you wait till the alarm went off?
Right. I wish you had a snooze there, pup.
But with him, I could lay on the couch and wake up to him full body laying on me and he'd be sound asleep. And I'm like, okay, could you get up?
Of course he is.
I'm ready to get up,
Of course he is, because he knows where you are. He can rest soundly. He doesn't have to worry about you. He knows where you are. And I can imagine him sleeping even sounder with being there.
I mean, he would be knocked out. And I would not feel him get up there, And I always would think, how did this 100+ pound dog, not step on me, getting on top of me like that and wake me up? But he wouldn't. It was like he was so gentle. Yeah.
I have others, pit bull, and I have a black cat, a blind black cat. First of all, pit bulls are the last to get adopted. Black cats are the last to get adopted. I don't know how I ended up, but that's okay.
Hello, Miss Edna.
Hello, Miss Edna.
When they have the Humane Society adopt a pet thing out at the mall or wherever, I can't go. I cannot go because I will find some animal there that I just have to rescue, and I just can't.
Well, that's how I ended up with Boo. I went there to volunteer at the animal shelter, and I signed up for it, and I got all the paperwork. And Boo was sitting there and they were telling me the story of him. And I went, he's got to come home. He's got to come home. He needs a home so bad, So, but anyway, but I have a neighbor that has like 3 black kittens. And you can tell I'm still thinking about it. He goes, you want them? You want them? And I'm like, yes, I do. I can't. Beans would be good with them. He loves babies.
Yeah.
Baby fur babies. But anyway.
She doesn't like cats at all.
Yeah, some dogs do. Some dogs don't, And they'll go through phases. But Boo doesn't do anything. Boo doesn't do anything. Beans will bark. Like we'll have this guy come around and spray the outside of the house. Beans will fall in the windows and bark. And Boo just lays there and just lets him bark. And I think that's from him being in shelters.
Yeah.
He's used to the
He's
dog
used to
barking
the
all the time.
noise.
That
Yeah.
sound doesn't bother him at all. Grandma
Yeah.
always had cats indoors and outdoors. She loved her cat. Yeah, I always wanted to be the old lady, the old cat lady. I always wanted to be the old cat lady.
Go check it
I
out.
made it to the old. I just gotta get more cats.
Well, like I said, if I lived in the country in a house or even a mobile home, I'd have a slew of them because I'm just that kind of, you know,
Yeah,
soft
behind my house
hearted.
is a big back 40 still. Big back 40. And then I have a like a creek and stuff over there on
Oh,
the
wow.
side. So I mean, they would have all kinds of room. I could just let them go. But hmm.
Hi, Terry. I don't think I said hello to you. And Miss Edna's here. Hello, Miss Edna.
This is not what we're supposed to be doing here, but you know how we roll.
I know, but I have to tell the little story I told Eileen this
See?
morning. See, I was getting ready, to do this live stream, and I'm in the bathroom, and all of a sudden, here comes Chloe in there, and she's kind of like dancing around, like really, really excited. And I'm like, what is going on with you, dog? And I looked at her, and she had something red in her mouth. And I could not, for the life of me, figure out what the heck have you got. And she does like to chew on little plastic toys and, she'll tear up paper if she finds it and things like that. And yesterday, Anise and I took and dumped all of her toys out on the floor and we sorted all the doll stuff, all the little people, all the doctor stuff, got everything sorted and organized. So in my mind, I'm thinking I missed something and now she's got it wedged in her mouth. So I'm a little bit panicked. But I also thought, oh, this is going to be hilarious because she's like literally dancing around because she's so excited, I guess. So I grab my phone and I start videoing her. And of course, she's not coming to me at all. She's running the other way. But she finally drops it. And it's a big old strawberry. And yesterday, Anais had strawberries, and she did tell me she dropped one. But after we got done with the toys, I swept the floor and I didn't see a strawberry. So I thought, well, Chloe must have already gotten it, or she didn't really drop it, or whatever. But no, Chloe had it, this big, huge red strawberry in her mouth. So once she dropped it and I saw what it was, I was like, well, go ahead and eat it now. It's a strawberry. I don't think it's going to hurt you. So I let her have the strawberry. But I'll make that into a short because it was just so hilarious how she's like, look at me, look what I got. And I'm like, Chloe, I don't need this right now. I'm trying to get ready. But that's how Chloe does. She always wants to do something when you don't want to do it. It's like,
Just
okay,
like kids. Just
let's
like kids, right?
hurry up now because I'm busy. I got stuff to do. But it was hilarious. And all I could think of it was some kind of plastic toy that was wedged up in her mouth. And I'm thinking, how am I going to get it out? And then too, what if she swallows whatever it is and that causes her problems? So
Right.
I was totally freaking out. I was like, oh no, 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 Chloe, not right now. This is not good. It was, and I could not, the way she had it in her mouth, I couldn't tell it was a strawberry. I
It
couldn't
was
tell
just red.
it was just
Yeah.
red and it was big in her mouth. Anais used to like her strawberries sliced up.
Mhm.
Now she just wants the top cut off and then she
Okay.
holds it and she bites it.
Okay.
So it was a huge, big strawberry. She was enjoying it though. She really was. She was like, "Oh, I got me something I'm not," and that's what it was like a kid knowing they got something they weren't supposed to get into.
Of course.
Like she couldn't just go and eat it. She had to come find me and be like,
Come show you with a big smile on her face. Like, look what I found.
I'm
And
like,
she probably just found it too.
yeah.
She probably just found it. Yeah.
It was something. But anyway, so don't forget National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day and also Bugs Bunny Day. We ought to look and see if any of the Bugs Bunny cartoons are over 100 years to where, or are out of the, are in the public domain that we could actually
Yeah.
play. We could find some. I don't know. I know they have like the Mickey Mouse
Yeah,
original cartoon is out of
yeah.
the public domain or is
And
in.
Bugs Bunny was, before he changed his name to Bugs Bunny, those were black and white. So they
Yeah.
may be what I don't remember. It was like Mortimer or something. Something was. Oh, phone call.
Oh,
Okay, we'll be
Ashley
here.
said she was deciding on if we were going to get a cat or a dog and ended up getting a bearded dragon. Love her. Never thought I would. Yeah, they're interesting, but they have personality just like a pet, any kind of other pet would have.
At least you don't have to, brush it and clean it.
Yeah, no, uh-uh. And I actually saw a clip the other day that is this is a trigger warning. Some of y'all may find this offensive, but this lady had, I don't know if it was a bearded dragon, but it was some kind of lizard. It was about this long.
Okay.
And she had trained it to use the bathroom inside.
Oh,
And it would go up to the toilet and it would kind of tap on the toilet. And that's how she knew it needed to use the toilet. And she would hold it over the seat and it would go to the bathroom. I
wow.
was like totally amazed. I said, I have never.
How much patience does it take?
And for the
And
little
then the
thing to
communication
learn
between it does.
to, tap on the toilet and she'll put me up there. I mean, it was incredible. But I always find stuff like that and I'm like, wow, I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah.
Like,
They've always told me, well, teach your cat to use your toilet. And I'm like, I don't really want to,
yeah, because what if they fell in? Then you get this wet cat coming out.
Right? With toilet water.
Yeah. Yeah. And what if they've already done their business and then fall in,
That's what I mean. It's like,
Ashley says, yes, she does have a lot of personality. And in the toilet, I've seen that. Yeah. I was just like, what? And you know how you're scrolling and something just catches your eye and you're like, well, let me see what this is about. And then I was like, I couldn't stop watching. I was like, oh, I got to see this now, But it was definitely, she definitely.
Does ring a bell? They ring a bell to go out?
That's
Really?
good too. I used to have I think it was like a Christmas ornament type thing with bells, but it had a big loop on it. And I put it over my door handle. And my German Shepherd would go and kind of bat at it. So it would
Oh, okay.
when he wanted out.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
In. Welcome.
Yeah, yeah, I never. Boo goes to the back door because that's where my living room is. He'll go to the back door and beg to go out. And when I open up the door, he goes all the way through the house to go out the front door. I'm like, we were just here. No, he wants that special attention to go out the front door. And I'm like, I don't care as long as you go out. I'm not picky.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Are you ready for today's shenanigans? And we will see what kind of trivia Miss Body Illusion has found for us. And
Well, go ahead.
Chloe. Go ahead and, make sure you put your answers in the chat. There's really no right or wrong, and it's not about who got it right or who got it wrong. It's all just for fun, and hopefully we're going to laugh. So, all right, go ahead. I may have to.
So this is all about, let me pull it back up. This is about stars, famous people, what their old names, what their given names were, and what they changed their names to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the first one is Marion Robert Morrison. I tried to start with the easy one. Marion Robert Morrison. And there's going to be musicians, old and new. There's going to be actors, old and new. I tried to get a different variety of it. So Marion Robert Morrison. I didn't know the middle name.
I
I
always
mean,
wonder how they come up with their stage names. It's like, do they use part of their name or maybe change it to like their mother's maiden name or, like what's the thought process? And then I know a lot of stars will say that like their agent didn't like
hmm
their name and was like,
hmm
oh no, you should be so and
right.
so. And that's who they ended up, going with.
Well, like Jean Harlow, just out of the clear blue, Jean Harlow, well, that was her mother's name because her mother wanted to be an actress so bad. And they said, well, what's your name? She goes, Jean Harlow. She just gave her, she went, I want my mother's name to be in stars in
Yeah.
the light. So yeah.
Well, now, y'all know I read a lot, and one of the mystery authors that I read is Frida McFadden.
Uh-huh.
And that's her pen name, as they call it. That's what she writes
Right.
as. But that's not her name.
Right.
And she got so much flack from people saying that either she was a man or it was written by AI, or whatever. So she finally had to publicly come out. This is who I am. See the picture? This is my legal name. This is my author
Yeah.
name.
And then the birth certificate and the whole, yeah, that's
And it's
bad.
like so ridiculous. she's very popular and she's a very good author. And people are so jealous that they got to find something to, make scandalous,
Right.
So all this. And she was like, it's just not worth it. I wanted my anonymity, but it's not worth it because
Right.
I do write these books myself.
Right.
It's like,
I get that. I
yeah,
get that. But she wanted to share her thoughts with the world. And I get that.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And people should appreciate that instead of trying to get them down. Oh, look at Carmen. John Wayne. Marion Thomas.
Oh, you know who Marlo Thomas.
Oh, you think it's Marlo Thomas?
And she said, "Is that the woman?"
It
from
could be.
Feud?"
It
Yeah,
could be Marlo Thomas. Yeah. And then
Marlo
autocorrect
Thomas.
straightened it up.
And then Carmen also said John Wayne. Now, see, I thought John Wayne, but I also like, Morrison, thinking of Jim Morrison. So
Right.
I don't know.
Now, Jim Morrison was a Navy brat. And Jim Morrison was stationed at the military base, which was just 5 blocks from my house when he was a kid. I went, oh, that's so cool. I even looked up the house. The house is still there.
Oh,
I even
wow.
looked, yeah, it was very interesting. Okay, drum roll, please.
John Wayne. There you go.
Good job, Carmen.
You got
Her
it.
nose comes through. She's good at this. She got the cartoon the other day. So, okay.
Yeah.
Bernard Schwartz. First of all, I'm sorry if there's a Bernard Schwartz out there, but if somebody names you Bernard Schwartz, please change your name.
Okay, well, if my name was Bernard, I would definitely go by Bernie.
Uh-huh.
And let's think, Bernie. Any famous Bernies?
I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry. You have to admit it. That's a rough name.
Yeah.
That's a rough name. I mean,
And that makes you think, some of these names parents come up with.
yeah.
Are you thinking
Well, they're
about
still
how
doing it.
mean,
I mean,
kids
what?
are?
I mean, look at Frank Zappa. He named his kid Moon Unit, and the boy's name is Dweezil. I mean, what kind of name is Dweezil? I mean, he's a very good person. He's doing a lot with his life, but he was just stuck,
I just don't get it. I just don't understand why parents would do that.
Back in our day, I don't know if you were in that part of that world, Echo, but like Echo, Fawn, Clover. I mean, the words were very organic, like,
Yeah.
flower, daisy, Those were the kind of names we had. And then they stuck me with Lucy. I don't know what. I don't know what they were thinking. That was my dad's first girlfriend's name. That's how I got the name.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Isn't that terrible?
Well, if I had been a boy, my name was going to be Walter.
Okay.
So I would have been a Wally working at Wally World.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So I guess I'm glad I wasn't a boy, but
Right?
Lisa
I
said
never watched John.
the same again. LOL. I have tell my brother Herbie about that one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Marion. Yeah.
That
Yeah. And he
definitely
was trying to be this big burly guy.
Yeah. Oh, and doing westerns and all that. No. No.
Right?
Okay. Oh, how about? No, I don't think he's an actor though.
This is an oldie too. It's not as old as John Wayne, but it's pretty old. Just to get us in the feel of this. Bernard Schwartz.
I don't know. I'm just stuck on Bernie, but I can't think of any last names to go with.
Okay. Let's see if we can get a feel of this. Okay, ready? Drum roll, please.
Tony Curtis. Oh my goodness. That I would never ever guessed.
I mean, that's just way out there. That's totally different. Okay, here we go. Here's something a little more recent. When I hear Schwartz, I think of A Christmas Story. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Okay.
John Roger Stevens.
John Roger.
Now, this is more recent. This person is still living, still young.
Well, that ought to help me, but it doesn't. Hello, KK. Welcome in.
I didn't guess that one. Yeah.
John.
Oh, I didn't see KK. Oh, there's KK. Oh, yeah. She's a kick.
Steven.
She's a kick.
Oh.
Are you coming in, Boo? Oh. Anything?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Oh, see, Carmen got it. Good job, Carmen.
Oh, John Legend. There you go.
Good job, honey.
I'm just not good at even remembering, the actor.
Your own name, right? I've had a hard time remembering my own name. Yeah. Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Now, this is said a lot in this zeitgeist. Reginald Kenneth Dwight.
Seeing,
sorry, Ross. What is the question? This is their real name. This is their given name, and they're famous. So, what is their name now? What do we know them as? This was on their birth certificate. Now, what do we call them? Yes, yeah, Carmen. Reginald Kenneth Dwight.
We looked at a few of these, and so I remember one name, but I don't know if it was this one.
KK says Snoop Dogg. Carmen says Elton John.
That's what I was thinking was Elton John, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. Any other guesses? I love the variety. Elton John and Snoop Dogg. I love that. Snoop Dogg, he wasn't born with that name.
Yeah, no, that wasn't his name. I'm sure. Sir Elton John, yes. Okay, all right.
Good job, honey. Good job.
Yeah, I was like, I remember the one name I remembered was Elton John. It's like, oh my goodness. Margaret, Mary, Emily, Ann Hire. Margaret, Mary, Emily, Ann. They must have had too many grandmas they wanted to put in the name.
Right.
We'll name you after every
Every female in the family, right?
Yeah.
After Carmen said it, it clicked. Yeah, yeah. That's the reason I said it's everybody says it. Everybody says it, you know.
Well, my middle name is Marie. And so, of course, Allison's middle name is Marie. And
Hmm.
so she gave Anais Marie as her middle name. But Chloe's middle name is Marie also. And any female in our family, we give them Marie as the middle name,
Oh, okay.
don't we?
All my family is one syllable middle names. It's
Oh,
like letters. Like there's Lee, there's K, there's D. So everybody's name sounds very southern. Michael D, Crystal Lee. You know, everybody's middle name is like one. Meg Ryan. Yeah, everybody's in my family has got that one syllable middle name. Yeah. Irma. Irma Lee. Irvin Lee.
oops. Oh, oh, knocking stuff over, Echo.
So Carmen says it's Meg Ryan.
Now, if you had 4 names like that, I could see shortening it to a 3-letter word.
Right? I mean, it's literally 7 letters, right? It's shorter than her first name,
Like, I don't need all these names.
right? And especially if you had to, you know, autograph. Boy, you'd
Oh,
just be
yeah.
autographing forever. I
Yeah,
don't
when
like
did you
either one of
start
my
thought
names.
about that?
I love the name Carmen. I think it's pretty. I think it's a pretty name. But I think of Carmen Miranda. So
Mhm.
it's very, and I always loved Carmen Miranda. She was very exotic. So we got one guess. That's it. Everybody's
And they're right. All right.
Carmen, you need to keep score, honey.
Oh
You
my
need to keep
goodness.
score.
They named me after my godmother and my middle name after my grandmother. Oh, okay.
Okay. Probably the same way Meg Ryan got her names, you know, with the.
Yeah.
Okay, Norma Jean Mortensen. Now, everybody should know this one, right? I'm going to say that, and that's just insulting, but this one should be Norma Jean. It's
I
even
like
in a
how they spelled
song. The
Jean.
lyrics, the name is in a song. And even Sir Elton John sings it. Hilda. Okay, I like that.
Carmen.
Carmen Hilda. That's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norma Jean Mortensen. I can tell you, even Elton John sang it.
Hmm.
There's a clue for you.
Oh, we trying to
Am I
give y'all
showing my
clues
age in
now.
this one?
Hint, hint.
What's that?
I said we're trying to give them clues. Hint, hint. And Carmen says Marilyn Monroe.
And he sings that song. Goodbye, Norma Jean. It's a candle in the wind. Yes.
Mhm.
And yes. Very good, honey. Very good.
Oh wow, Lisa D says my maternal grandmother and my mother and I and my daughters all have May as our middle name.
See, I
So
like
cool.
that. I like May. And
Yeah.
do you spell it? You spell it with an E. I
Uh-huh.
like that even better than the calendar month.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, good job, honey. Yeah,
Yeah.
Carmen, and Lisa are all
Yeah.
over it.
Marilyn Monroe.
Now this is gonna throw you for a curve on this one. Audrey Catherine Rustin.
I don't know. I've always liked the name Audrey.
Okay.
Shh. No, there's nothing else.
Oh, and your new granddaughter has that middle name. I love that. Yeah, with an E. Yes. I like that. Mae. I like that. Jamie's
Hi,
here.
Jamie. Welcome in. Well, thank you for stopping by and sharing some love with us. Thank you so much.
Are you holding her again? She's
Yes,
happier today.
she's. It's
Well, you
something
can't control
outside.
people walking down the hall.
Something outside she's not happy about. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. Okay, I hear you. What do you want me to do about it? Huh? They're allowed to live here, honey. And oh, we got new neighbors across the hall, and they have a little chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
And my neighbor that lives behind me always says she doesn't hear Chloe barking. And I'm like,
Oh, that's good.
she must be deaf because Chloe, we all know Chloe's a barker. But that little chihuahua across the hall, that thing barks constantly. And that may be what Chloe's, you know, barking
Does
because
it?
of the
Does it?
dog.
Does it? Audrey Hepburn. Does it bark constantly during the day or constantly 24/7? I mean,
I hear it all the time.
oh, okay. I was just wondering
At
if it was
different
like when it's alone, it barks a
Yeah,
lot.
well, I don't know if it's alone or not, but it definitely, Chihuahuas are known to be little yappy dogs. So
Yeah. Yeah, I had a dog. I had a dog. It was a poodle. And the neighbor said that dog all day long while you're at work, all day long. So I would have to turn on the radio or turn on the TV or something while I was gone so they didn't feel alone. And they would quiet right down. I was just curious.
okay, Lisa D thinks Audrey Hepburn,
Okay.
content creator.
I like that. Good
Hello.
evening, my friend. Hello.
Yes. Hello, Star. How you doing, my
Hi, Star.
sister Star? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, see, I would have thought Audrey Hepburn too because of Audrey, but
Yeah, I love her movies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anything she did. Anything she did. She just had grace about her. If that's so, just her presence was just amazing, you know. Good job, sweetie. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah. I mean, and when she played the Roman Holiday, I mean, just all over the place. Yeah. I mean, anything she touched. Anything she touched. Yeah. Love you too, Star. uh, Steveland Hardaway Morris. Steveland Hardaway Morris. Yeah. Star has had a hard time with Lucy. I don't know why. I think she has a friend named Trudy that I look like or something. So
well,
she's always called me. She's always called me Trudy, and that's fine.
she
That's
could be
fine. I'm
calling you
like, if that's what you want
Eleanor.
to call me, honey, just let me know that's what you're calling me.
She could call you Eleanor, though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, after Eeyore's little girlfriend.
But Eleanor has the name has a place, right?
Mhm.
Right, Star? Stevie Wonder. Yeah. Steveland Hardaway Morris. I keep reading the Trudy thing. I'm sorry. Oh shoot. Good job, my love.
Stevie
Now, how many have you
Wonder.
gotten right, my dear?
All
Have you been
right.
keeping score?
No, but I think she would be beating Barry Barry at this point. He's the like resident trivia champ, so
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
does
he has. I
really
haven't
well.
seen him in a while. I hope he's doing okay. Have you seen
Yeah,
him?
he's been around. I've seen him a few times lately. Hmm.
Okay.
Eric Marlon Bishop.
Eric Marlon Bishop.
Hmm.
I know Elfin Bishop, but
Yeah, see, I'm just not good at
no.
names at all. Mm-mm. Even if I know it, I can't recall it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
like then when I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard that before. Like
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I
Marilyn
knew
Monroe. It's like I knew that Norma Jean. I knew that name, but did it come up in my brain? No.
that. Right. Jamie Foxx.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. So good job, Carmen.
Carmen, the trivia queen.
Right?
Yeah.
Karen Elaine Johnson.
Karen Elaine. Karen Elaine. I do like that spelling for Karen though. Hmm.
You feel like what?
I said I like that spelling for
Yeah.
Karen instead of
Hmm.
Karen. Mhm. You don't know either, Chloe? Okay. Chloe says she
Yeah,
has
I
no.
don't recall. I give a hint if I could recall. And it's not letting me see it. So not letting me see ahead the way it's set up right now. So I can't cheat.
Oh, goodness.
No? Any ideas? Come on, Carmen. You got two in a row. That's yeah. Let's see
Oh,
what
oh no, that Whoopi. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would have never got that.
you mean to tell me she doesn't look like a Karen to you?
No.
Karen with a Y?
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
There it is. Carmen came through.
Yeah, no.
I really did. I thought her first name was Whoopi because I could picture somebody naming somebody a child Whoopi. I really could. I don't know why, but yeah. Dweezil, no, but Whoopi, yes. I don't know why. Okay, where's Stephanie? Come on, Stephanie.
Oh, I know,
Cassius,
I know.
you know
You
this one?
you know, yeah. And I don't blame them at
Only missed one
all.
so far. I know, honey.
I don't blame them
Cassius,
at all for changing it.
I don't know. I like the name Cassius Clay. I think it's kind of um I think it's kind of got an air about it. Cassius Clay. Yeah. Yeah, you've only missed one so far. Yeah, I believe it, Harmon. You are all over it. Can you get this one? Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. I knew Stephanie would be the first one. I knew I had to call you out of the woods, Stephanie, on that one. Uh, Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
That's when everybody was changing their names. There we go. There's a name that needs to be changed. Isur Daniel Voch Dimsky.
What
Okay.
nationality that is.
Sounds maybe Polish. Carmen, see? You got it, honey. You got it. See? Certain ones we just know. We just know. You know? Even though he had gone by it, Ali, forever, we
Mhm.
just know, when he
Yeah.
won his gold medal, his name was something else.
Yeah, I would love to know what nationality that is.
Yeah. It sure just looks like Polish or
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That
something.
the
Yeah.
Daniel Lovovich, the Vich part
Lovich,
makes me think
Dimsky.
Polish.
Yeah.
But then Dembski, I think there is somebody Dembski, or that might be Dempsey. Dempsey.
We're back to boxing again, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, this will shock you. I bet you this will shock you.
Oh my goodness.
Kirk Douglas.
Oh my goodness.
Carmen, thank you, honey. Kirk Douglas, right?
Wow.
Now we know why we changed our name. Woo, that was a mouthful.
Yes.
Ferdinand Louis Alcondor Jr. Oh, Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr. Come on. Come on. Who's going to get it first? Come on, drum roll. Stephanie, do I need to pull you back out of the woods? My Ulysses. Yeah. Yeah. Kirk Douglas was gorgeous. He was gorgeous. Yeah. He had a body for days. Yeah. He did all those Roman movies and stuff, right? Now we're getting into my peeps. Who is this then? Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr. And it might be confusing because the whole name is up there because he never went by the whole name.
Well, Lewis, of course, I think of Jerry Lewis, but
Okay.
that would be way too easy.
Yeah. She's there. Come on,
Basketball,
Stephanie. You're almost there.
can't think of his
Come
name.
on, Carmen. Get it.
Okay, basketball.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Don't worry. You think so? You think it's Kareem? Kareem?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You think that's who it is? You're at least on the right team. Somebody help me with the rest, please. You're at least on the right team.
What was the guy that always was? Oh, that's Dennis Rodman. That has the crazy hair and the
Right.
and the tattoos.
Yeah.
He's always so crazy. Yeah.
But if I was going to pick a basketball team, I was going to pick the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
I was going to pick the Lakers. That is my team. Lou Alcindor. And everybody thinks it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And this is going to get you. And you're going to go, Stephanie, you're going to be upset with yourself.
Okay. She knew it. She just didn't have and for him to pick 3 totally different names, come on.
Right?
He
just kind of went on and on and on and on. So you got it right. See? You got it right. I love it. Yeah. That's during the time everybody was changing their names. Everybody was changing their names. All the sports stars. Okay. Demetra Jean Guinness. Yay, she says. Yay. think we're enough for the Lakers. I think I've promoted the Lakers enough now. um, I follow him on IG. Yeah, okay. Yay.
Okay.
Demetra Jean Guinness.
Okay.
Are you a dead dog? Yeah, that's funny. Nobody
Something moving out
got quiet on that one. Maybe I should do just.
there. Well, I'll say the
Yeah.
Gene Hackman.
There you go.
I don't know too many genes, so
Yeah, but is the first name, because it ends in an A, is the first name
Mel.
female, right?
I don't know.
Demi Moore. There you
Demi
go. That's a good
Moore?
guess.
Oh. Oh my goodness. All right.
Good job, Carmen. Good job. Getting her streak back up again. Okay. Francis Gum. There you go. There's another oldie. Is it Demi?
Stephanie says, is it
She
Demi?
made
She had to make up a name like Demi. Yeah.
Yeah. And the first time I saw her was on General Hospital. She was on General Hospital when I first saw her. Yeah. That's during the Luke and Laura years, if anybody knows about that.
Yes. I used to watch General Hospital.
Luke and Laura?
Yes. Luke and
Luke
Laura.
Spencer and Laura Weber. Yeah. Oh boy, they were, and the Cassadines and
Francis Gum.
every day. Every day, yes.
Gum.
Oh yeah, I was addicted. The world stopped for that hour. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Fanny Farmer.
Oh, very good.
Yes, we have to keep learning, keep those brains active, or we will lose our ability to be able to remember things. Oh, Judy Garland. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is one that's
All right.
oh,
I do see a person that time. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go bark.
yeah. Go tell them what for. Judy Garland. Good job, sweetie. Got your running streak going again. Okay.
See, I'm trying to make it too logical about something in the name that they kept part of their name or a nickname of it or something.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, it's a muscle, just like any other muscle. You got to keep your brain working. I'm going with Carmen on this one. Yeah. I don't blame you, honey. Okay. Ellen Regina Edwards. Yeah, good job, Carmen. Right? She's really kicking. She's kicking the backside. But like I said, she got the cartoon the other day. I said, savoir faire is everywhere. And she goes, oh, I know that cartoon. Eileen
or Ellen? I think it's Eileen.
with an I in there.
Yeah.
Makes it Eileen.
Eileen.
Eileen Regina Edwards.
Is that my neighbor? Maybe.
Go find out, honey.
Could be Texas Regina's real name. You never know.
Right?
Ooh. Lisa D says Shania Twain.
Ooh.
I love Shania Twain.
You what?
Shania Twain. I used to love her.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever listened
your
to it.
boots been under.
Oh, she sang that song? Okay. I know that song. I've heard that before. Yeah, I don't listen to country much anymore. I really don't. I used to. There it is.
One of my favorite singers from Canada. Yes, Star.
Oh, is she?
Right.
Is she from Canada?
Yeah.
See, It
And
shows you how much I know. I don't know anything about country anymore.
and
Gotten so out of touch.
Stephanie says she went to her concert a few years ago.
Oh,
And I feel
nice.
like a woman. Yes, another great one of her songs, basically. Yes, yes. Oh, y'all are my people. Yes. Hi.
Darcy, hi, honey. We were just talking
Hi.
about what you posted. We were talking about National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day and Bugs Bunny Day. We were talking. Oh, it's your genre? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Stephanie, I wouldn't picture you. Let's see
all
the
this
picture.
time that I've known Stephanie, I did not know she liked country music because I
No,
love
me
country
either.
music. And most people are like, you always make your Suno songs country. It's like I try other genres, but they don't sound good to me. And then I do the country, and it's like that's it. That's the one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she goes, but I love country, and I was like, what? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
amazing
I
to find
picture.
out.
I don't know, Stephanie with her demeanor and everything. I pictured smooth jazz.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that's
or
what I
even
pictured,
R and
Stephanie,
B
because
maybe.
something that keeps
Yeah,
you level, and I really did. I pictured, yeah.
yeah. That's so weird.
See,
Now,
everybody saying hi to you, Darcy.
Star loves all different genres, and
Oh,
we need to drop. Let me go get her other channel, Musical Starlight, I think it's called. That is Star's music channel where she does all of her original stuff. I'll
well,
get
and
you.
then she does that Sunday thing with the piano, and she's just so talented. Country is my absolute number one. Okay, I love knowing different sides of people. I love it. I love it. I like some country music. Yeah. Miss Edna says country music. Yeah, that's the stuff. Jazz is in in the top five. Okay. Okay. I got it. Yeah, I just thought you would just like that smooth, calm, you know, leveling kind of sound. I just picture that. I love all kinds of music. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday and I was like when I was in high school, I would listen to we're gonna show my age, but this shows my age. Um, I would listen to because this is what they listened to in school in art class and stuff. They had the radio on. Cary Grant, yeah, they had uh, they had Earth, Wind and Fire and Parliament and all of those guys were playing, during the day, and then in the evenings I was running with a couple of guys, and they listened to Frampton and Led Zeppelin and blah blah blah. So I'd listen to that in the evening, and then on the weekends I'd run with my cousins, and they listened to country. So then I would listen to um, uh, Loretta Lynn, Conway Twitty, Bobby Bear. So it was just like, let people go, well, what kind of music do you listen to? Whatever place, music, it was music. Music was music. Yeah, I like all music too. Yeah,
See,
I
my
agree with that.
daughter, as a teenager, she always poo-pooed my listening to country. However, if it was a popular country song, she
Mhm.
knew it,
Oh, of course.
you know. And it's like she does all genres of music. That child, she would be so good at name that tune.
Mhm.
She loves it all.
Well, and then my mother, she always listened to Frank Sinatra, good old Blue Eyes, Satchmo, and like she loves Sammy Davis Jr. She just thought he was great. So I mean, I was raised on that kind of music, but like I said, he. Thank you for dropping that echo. Yeah, he. I didn't know any kid songs, so we'd be driving down the road, and so I taught him. He knows all the words to White Rabbit. He knows man from band songs. He knows songs I knew. Because that's the songs I knew the words to. So I think Carmen is right on this. The handsome Cary Grant. I am so sure. There it is.
There you
Good
go.
job, sweetie. Yes.
Also,
Carmen and
when
Stephanie. What's
when
wrong, honey?
Allison was a teenager, there was a local radio station called 102.7, Hot
Mhm.
102.7.
Mhm.
And all the young teenagers, were listening to it. And one of my friends was like, "Oh, I don't let my daughter listen to that channel." And I said, "Well, I'll have to listen to it to see, whether or not
Right.
Allison can listen to it, because I don't know what it is and what they play." And so one of the first songs I ever heard on it was a Beyonce song.
Okay.
To the left, you don't know about
Oh,
me.
that song? Yeah, I remember when that came
And
out.
I was like, okay, I kind of like that song. So I told Allison, I said, I don't care if you listen to it. You know what cuss words are. You know about sex. If it says something that makes you uncomfortable, change it.
Right.
So when we would go places in the car and she'd have her friends with her, she'd flip it off of my country station and put that station on.
Right.
And if it was a song that had any bad things or anything, she would reach over and turn the volume down. Like, my mom would let us listen to it, but not this one. And
Yeah. Right?
but I'm like, I can't tell you can't do something if I don't know what it is. So I was like, yeah, I'll be the cool mom and give it a listen. And there's a lot of songs that I learned from that channel, that station, that I do like. But
Yeah. Yeah,
glad.
other went through a phase of Garth Brooks. Everything was Garth Brooks. When he first came out, everything was Garth Brooks.
I liked Garth Brooks until he left his wife and children for another woman.
Yeah.
Then I didn't. And I'm funny about that. If there's an actor I like or a singer I like, and they're not a good person, and I find out that they're, a scoundrel or something like that, then I'm like, yep, don't like them no more.
Yeah, done with them. Done with them. Moving on. Mary Pickford. Carmen says Mary Pickford. Ooh, that's an oldie name. That's an oldie name. Me too, Echo. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was 10 or something like that when he was into it. And he was into line dancing and stuff. But then I turned him on to the Doors, and he went down the Doors road and stuff like that.
Okay, this proves it. I held the blanket up, and she got under the blanket and was like, "Pick me up."
Uh-huh.
So this proves it's attention. She just wants my attention.
See? Yeah.
I have a spoiled dog, y'all. And feel for me when I have the grandbaby and the dog, because they both want all my attention.
I liked him till he's left his wife and kids. See? Lisa agrees with you, honey. Yeah.
Yep. I just, there's just something about that.
Yeah. And especially if you're in the limelight, and especially like my other was 10, 12 years old, something like that. So he was looking up to this guy. And this is what you're going to portray to the world. It just sounds, because they do. They're famous, other people look up to them, as.
And like, I always have liked Alan Jackson.
Okay.
And the one thing that I really liked about him is that him and his wife were a young couple before he was famous. And they stayed together. Yeah.
Well, that's hard. Even though they're a young couple, and they get, sometimes with fame happens, people grow differently, so that it's nice that they grew together.
Yeah.
And I mean,
that's a
hard thing to do.
when he wasn't famous and when they were dirt poor, and then when he did get famous, he didn't leave her for somebody else, and I think it just made me respect him even more knowing that about him.
Right. Right. See, everybody's agreeing with you, Carmen. Did you read it, Echo? What the answer is?
Let me go back.
Gladys Louise Smith.
Um,
This is an
oh,
oldie
Mary
moldie.
Pickford.
Huh?
Mary Pickford.
Mary Pickford.
Okay. I was gonna
America's
go with
sweetheart of the
Gladys.
silent era.
I would go with Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Right? I think that's her real name. Because even her cousins were part of the Pips. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
that's her real name.
Hello, handcrafted by Jackie. Welcome in. Welcome
Hi,
in.
Jackie.
We're doing some
Like Tim
famous,
McGraw and Faith Hill. As far as I know, they're still together.
people. What were their original names and what did they change it to? Trivia. So hopefully you'll know a few. Miss Carmen is the champion right now.
She is, yeah, she is taking the gold on this. Come on, folks. Okay, Mary Pickford. Robert Allen Zimmerman. Woo! She's Canadian. Yes, she is. Mary Pickford was Canadian. That much I do know. Yeah. She was
All
from
right.
Toronto, I think, somewhere.
All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm really into the silent stars. I've gotten really deep into that.
Stephanie dropped the link to the phone tag video from the live stream yesterday. If y'all have not watched that, it is hilarious. There were 7 of us who kind of played phone tag, started out with one sentence, and to see what it ended up being. And we each recorded the conversations, and then Stephanie made it into a video. And I'm number 3, and mine is probably the most hilarious because I just did not get it. So if y'all want a good laugh, go and check that out.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'm sorry I missed it. I would love to see that.
Well,
Who would change that name? Right?
yeah.
Robert Allen Zimmerman. I mean, it's very strong. It's a very strong name.
She did it as she played the video as a live stream yesterday. However, she had some technical issues with the sound, but she did finally get it to play. But she went ahead and edited it and made it just a straight video. So y'all can listen to that. We're going to do it again. So if anybody is interested in participating in the phone tag game, let us know.
I would. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like so much fun. Just to see how it changes and goes. But Carmen, it is Lucy. Yeah. I would love to do that. I think that would be so much fun just to see. But it just shows how gossip and all that ugly stuff, how it progresses over time,
Yeah.
It's really, and nobody means to do it. It just happens,
It definitely proved the point that you can hear something and not be able to turn around and repeat it exactly as you heard it.
Yeah, because by the time it gets to your ear, to your head, to your mouth, it's,
Yep.
Alan Jackson.
Oh, maybe.
Bob Dylan, Alan Jackson. Yeah, that's funny too, because Echo just mentioned him.
Mm-hmm.
The name is already strong. Why change it? Yeah, right? I love it. Robert Allen Zimmerman. I mean, that is a strong name.
Bob Dylan. She's right again. All right, Carmen.
Ding, 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 ding.
I think we need a new show called Who Can Stump Carmen?
Right? All right. Join Echo next week for Trivia Time with Friends.
Friends. And it'll be Stephanie's turn. And we're finished with the ones we were doing, so she'll have to come up. She's coming up with something new, so I have no idea what that will be.
Now, did everybody hear that? Did everybody hear that? This is Echo doing this. And some reason, her co-hosts, her sidekicks, her people riding shotgun is the one that's going to come up with ideas.
Yeah, this is the thing. You can be a co-host on Trivia with Friends. You just have to provide the trivia. That's all. That's the only requirement. Because I like to play trivia, and if I have questions, then I can't play along, which is even true in the Bible trivia, because I do remember some of the answers, but usually I've made those slides far enough in advance that I don't remember. But those questions come from Stephanie, so I don't really know the answers. I just make the slide. So
he was with the Rolling Stones. I don't. He could have been.
It wouldn't be as much fun if I knew what it was.
Right.
I like.
And I'll make these like a week in advance. Yeah. So by the time it comes on, I'm like, unless I knew it from, a million years ago, it's not in there.
But you notice we've only had the two co-hosts because other people don't want to come up with the trivia. So they don't mind being a co-host. They just don't want to have to get the trivia. So,
right.
That's just the way it is. Now, tomorrow is Friday, May the 1st.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I am going to try to be exercising at 10 a.m. Now, my bronchitis is almost completely gone. I have just a little gunky in my chest. I'm going to probably go pretty slow, and maybe it won't be as long as normal, but I'm going to get back in the swing of things because I can tell a difference. I can tell that I have not been doing it. So I will do that at 10 a.m. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m., Miss Body Illusion will be on her channel. And it is always a fun, relaxing kind of end of the week, getting ready for the weekend kind of thing. So make sure that you join her for that. And
crazy how fast it went. No.
Tonight, Miss Edna has bingo at 6 p.m. If you've never played bingo, don't worry. It's very easy to do, but we have a hilarious time playing. And there are prizes. Not everybody realizes that. There are some do prizes every week. Some do prizes every 3 months. They do it like on a quarterly system. And Norma Kay just did her quarterly giveaway, and Stephanie is the grand prize winner of that.
Oh, congratulations, Stephanie. Yeah. Congratulations, honey.
Don't forget about that. We have Joe is Have At It. I think she's on Friday. Norma Kay is Real Life Happens on Sunday afternoon at 4. KK Music 55 KK, she usually does it Tuesday or Wednesday at 6 p.m. and Miss Edna does Thursday nights at 6 p.m. But we have, a hilarious time. Everybody has fun. Everybody is nice in there. And if y'all like bingo or any kind of game, really, come and play.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been in there. I've been in KK's and Miss Edna's. I've been in a lot of different ones. So I figured out the 10 ball one. I figured out that.
When I first found KK, that's who was the first person doing the bingo that I knew about. Mm-hmm. And it was normally just straight 5 ball from 1 to 75, and you just picked 5 various numbers.
Right.
Then she had 2 co-hosts with her, Joe and Ruth, and they would take turns being on with her. And then Joe started doing it on her channel. And so then Joe did it a little bit different. Well, then me and Norma Kay started doing it on I think we did ours on Sundays. And we did it a little bit different too. And then Miss Edna started doing it. So everybody kind of has different ways to get an extra space, free space, an extra space on the prize wheel. And they now play 5 ball, 10 ball, or 15 ball. And the 15 ball and the 10 ball, I believe, go from 1 to 90.
Hallie.
And highly, and most of them will have you pick a whole row
Right.
for the 10 and the
hmm
15 because it gets too confusing when you got to remember all those numbers.
Yeah.
And even for the person playing,
And it's visually easy. It's
yeah,
visually
it's
really easy.
visually easy. You can
hmm
see, oh, I need this one in this row and that one in that row.
hmm
But it's a lot of fun. And it's not so much about who wins and who loses. It's about the camaraderie and the community and just getting together to, have fun.
Well, and I love, and this is just me, and me, I think outside the box. I love that none of them are stepping on each other's toes.
Yes.
This one does it on Sunday. This one does it on Thursday. This one does it on Wednesday. And everybody has their own little space. And the whole gang goes to them. You know what I mean? It's
And
like,
they also do what they call a bingo hop. And they've
uh-huh.
done it for someone's birthday. They've done it for holidays where they'll go on the same day, but like every 2 hours, somebody else has got it. And that way
Oh,
you
okay.
can play all day long, and hop from one to the other to the other. So that's a lot of fun too.
Oh,
And
I bet.
I like the fact that not only do they do different games, the way they go about it is set up differently. So it's not like everybody is doing the exact same thing. And
It's personalized.
they're
hmm
open to do whatever it is. If they decide, hey, today I'm giving away, a prize for whoever comes in 10th or something like that, they can do it because it doesn't
hmm
affect anybody else's way that they do their bingo because it's
Right.
one does their own thing. But it's all people who love to play bingo. Now we didn't mention Tammy, and I believe Tammy is from Canada, and it's Tammy crafting something with a hook. I think she used to had a different name, but anyway, she only does it as a pop-up every now and then. And
Okay.
she will do it, maybe if somebody is sick or on vacation and they just need somebody to kind of fill in,
hmm
she might do it. But I've toyed with the idea of doing an evening Sunday or an evening Saturday night bingo, maybe like once a month, but I haven't
hmm
got that figured out exactly. But there used to be a guy who had a Saturday night bingo, and most everybody went to that. But I guess
hmm
he's not doing it anymore. So I think it would be fun to have one kind of, 8 or 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. But
Right.
like I said,
That's
I don't
that's
get
your
to,
time, 8 or 9 at your time. So
yeah,
that would be 6 on the West Coast. So that would work out really
yeah,
nice.
yeah. And I also thought about doing it over on Fun with Granny just so that I could get hours over there.
hmm
So I don't know. I've been thinking
Well,
about
and the name was Fun with Granny, so you can do bingo on Fun with Granny. That's
yeah,
fun. That's
yeah,
fun.
yeah, that's fun. And most of us are grannies, so hey.
Right?
Wow, what that's about the age of my phone.
13 years is the age of your phone. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, mine's pretty. Shh. I don't want to tell it how old it is. It may hear me. I don't. I love having new phones, but I don't like changing them. I like opening my phone and it's the button is here and the button is there and the icon is here and it does this and it does that. I mean, new phones are fun, but they're so frustrating. And I don't know about you, Echo, but they always say we can transfer everything over. I always end up losing junk.
I do.
Always end up losing junk.
And I this last time I changed my phone, well, I changed the phone fine, but then I decided to change the phone service
Mm.
and got a big rigmarole. And I ended up saying, just fine, just give me a new number. Forget about the old number. But I forgot that I had that old number for so many years and I've had this phone like 6 months or this phone number. And there's so many things that are still, I'm still having to change the phone number when I go like to this doctor or that doctor or whatever,
Well,
And
and some people that you haven't spoke to in 20 years, but
yeah,
they're still part of you, part of who you are, and you want to be in connection with them, and they don't know how to get a hold of you now.
yeah, right. Exactly.
Now, they used to on landlines. They used to on landlines. I don't know if they do on cell phones. Have I'm sorry, this phone number is no longer in service. It's now this number. Do they have that service on cell phones? Because they used to have it on landlines. If you
Well,
changed your number, they would say, "Okay, we'll have them. We'll give them your new number." You
yeah,
know.
I do know. Hey, Deborah, I do know that they reuse these phone numbers pretty frequently because the first month I had my new number, I got so many calls for people who had that number
Oh, okay.
before me. And I'm like, well, I don't know how long it's not been their number, but it's my number now. It's like this
Right.
is not that person. And I had one guy from a delivery company. They were trying to deliver, I don't remember now if it was a piece of furniture or a piece of equipment or something, but like the person had to be home when the transport brought it there.
Right.
And they couldn't get a hold of the guy. And they kept
Hmm.
calling me. And I was like, you got to have another way to contact this person because I
Email
don't
them.
know him.
There's other electronic ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, something because
No, they don't.
obviously he didn't realize that that was going to be a mess. And the guy was getting mad with me, like, well, we won't be able to deliver it unless he's going to be there. And I'm like, I don't know him. I cannot help you. I cannot tell
Right.
him to be there because I don't
Yeah.
know who
I'm
it is.
sorry.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry. That's all I ever say. I'm sorry. I don't know what. Yeah.
this is not his number, and please quit calling me. You've called me for like a week solid because you want to come next Friday, and that doesn't work. It's like, I'm
Right.
sorry, I can't help you. And then I even got a lady trying to
You're
call
so
her
sweet,
son
Jackie. Huh?
and got my number or got me with this number instead of her son. And I don't know if she was dialing the wrong number or what, but she was like desperate to talk to her son. And
Right.
I talked to her for quite a while because I was like, please calm down. It's okay, but there's got to be another way. Does he have an email? Something.
Hmm.
And she was an older lady, and I really thought she's dialed the number wrong, and she's panicking that she can't get a hold of her son. You know.
Hmm.
But I was like,
I don't
okay,
know, Stephanie. What do you think? I think he gave her the wrong number.
I don't know,
I
but
think he
it
gave her
was.
the wrong number. That would be my philosophy. But you know, I've been down those roads. So different.
Oh, good. Handcrafted by Jackie went and watched the phone tag video. Good. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, I'm
I'm glad
glad.
you liked
I'm
it.
glad. Okay. Yeah, I've got to check it out. I've definitely got to check it out. If Echo, if you still have it saved on something, yeah.
I don't
That's
have it. That was our problem with the problem with the audio last night because I kept saying, well, I can go live and we can play it on my channel. But the way she had recorded it, she didn't have it actually where she could share it. She only had it where she could play it on her computer.
okay. I'm talking
So
about the
that's why
link.
she ended because she
The
wasn't going
link.
to put it out as just a regular video. She was just going to have the live stream.
Stephanie,
But
you and I need to chat. We have to go through Echo every time. Some reason she's keeping us apart.
I would never, never.
Ah, is that
I
it?
would
Yeah.
never.
Yeah. I need to like text it to me or email it to me so I can just. I am late. Yikes. Hi, BJ.
Hi,
Well,
BJ.
yeah, it's okay, honey. It's okay.
You're not late. I was
There's
just
the link.
hoping you
So
were
yeah,
okay.
I can't kick it.
I do look for certain people, and it's not because I
There it is.
demand that you're here. It's that I like to check up on you. I like to know you're okay. And if you're okay enough to pop on a live or something, then I know you're okay. When I was sick, I didn't even open my phone, yet alone get on YouTube or go on anybody's live
Right.
stream. And that's how I feel when somebody is not feeling good. They just don't want to be bothered with it. And so when I do see y'all, I'm like, okay, good. I was wondering where he was. Okay, good. I'm glad he's okay. He came on, So
Well, and what got me was I thought, well, I don't see BJ. Is it the weekend?
might have been his weekend, but he usually come
Right?
on his weekend. Not wow, yeah. But
And BJ went out and walked, everybody.
yes, he did. Make sure you
I
go watch
mean, we
that
need to go,
video.
we need to support that. We need to support that because he did very well, very well. I know he doesn't feel it, but he did very well. I was very impressed, and he got out. He got out in the real
Yeah.
world. I love that. And the scenery was gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what I commented. Like, wow, you live in a beautiful place, And
Right?
it's like I don't know that much about Canada, and he lives in Canada, and I am amazed when I see where people, the scenery
He lives in
was.
the big city too. Didn't you see those tall buildings?
Yes.
He lives in the big city and
Yeah.
still has all that greenery around him. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had
Yeah.
fun walking with BJ. Yeah, me too. Yeah. And he says, well, I'm not good at chatting and I'm not good at this. And I'm like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Well, but you know what? Isn't it kind of normal that there's something that we kind of have a little mental block about, like, oh, I don't
Uh-huh.
want to do this or I don't want to do that. But when you can do it and you're with friends and people are supporting you, it makes it a whole lot easier.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, I was really surprised when he said that the other day. Oh, I went live. I was like, oh, let me go check that out. Because yeah,
Right?
my
I
urban
mean, this is
forest.
the time of year too, BJ,
Yeah.
because everything's still, it's not hot, it's still fresh, and everything's green. The flowers were blooming, and it was just beautiful, just beautiful. So,
Oh, she said, as did you, Lucy. I had fun watching the sun on your face. Yeah, when you were out the other day.
yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. Some of us it takes a little more than others. It takes a little more than others, but
Yeah, I'm
we
always
got it.
tickled. I'm
My urban
always
forest.
tickled when
Yes.
you say that you went somewhere, even though it might have not been a pleasant experience, you still got out and went somewhere. And I'm like, yes, that's good. That's good. Do it.
Yeah. My big thing is I've gotten to a point where I can get in my car. I can get in my car. It's pushing the garage door open. That
Mm.
scares the pee waddly do out of me. But that's just my agoraphobia and stuff. That opening that garage door, because now the outside world is there. Woo, 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 woo. I can at least talk about it now without falling apart. I just did a video of myself now, not posted yet, but I would love your opinions. Oh well, you're gonna get our opinions, honey. We don't bite our tongue.
And
We tell you how it is.
Becky says we set ourselves so many limitations. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
And it's
We do it to ourselves.
us. We do it to ourselves.
We do it to ourselves.
I mean, one of my favorite lines from my daughter is, "Who's your boss, mom?" Like, who makes you? Because I'll say, "Well, I have to do whatever," and she'll be like, "Who? Who's making you do that?"
Right.
I'll be like, "Well, I guess I am," and she's like, "Okay, then give yourself a break. You don't have to."
Right.
It's like, oh, it's easy for you. You haven't dealt with everything I've had to deal with. And it's like sometimes I need that. Sometimes I need somebody else's perspective that can be like, you're really being silly
To
about
grab you and pull back the reins a little bit.
that. It's like, why? Why do
Hello,
you feel
Nelly.
that way? Why? I don't get it. And it's like, I don't know either, but I do.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just how it is.
It's nice to have that level head every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. But
But I'm so glad you guys came for this. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little out of the norm, but
hey,
I mean,
I
if we want to do, we can do sports people, and they're changing their names. If you want to do that, Stephanie, but I'll have to admit, Carmen, she gets the gold prize on this one.
Yes,
She
definitely. But
gets
I
the gold.
love the variety. I love doing, whether it's funny sayings or about different people we might know or just random facts. To me, it's all interesting. I like that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people are like, well, they want it like Trivial Pursuit. Well, I don't like Trivial Pursuit because it has a lot of geography, and I don't know my geography.
Oh yeah, I
I would
pulled
be
up all my
horrible
trivia
at
questions because I have decks and decks. I was really into it, and I pulled one up, and Echo goes, "Okay, that's all right." But she looked at me like this. Okay, that's all right. I went,
that.
okay.
No. I mean, I don't mind the other questions in Trivia Pursuit, but that geography gets me every
Uh
time.
huh.
Cause and like old world history.
Uh huh.
I have
I
no,
always like the pink one, the entertainment. I always liked
yeah.
that one. That was
I
my
mean,
favorite one.
I never know what year did something supposedly happen, and all of that.
Yeah, in
No,
Mongolia. I don't know, honey. I don't know.
I always
I'm
feel
sorry,
like
it happened though.
I don't have enough room in my brain to store those kind of facts. I know
Right,
all the useless facts, things that you'll never have to know. I know.
right.
Hmm. I do like watching those quiz games, though.
Yes,
That
she is.
it's like, oh, I think I know them all, and then I'm like wrong. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
and that's one thing she does on her channel on Friday night a lot are the funny, like the Southern sayings. And what did you do last week? Um, um,
I don't know, but we only got halfway
it was
through it.
I don't know if it was Southern sayings or not, but
I think so.
like finish this. Um, like don't put all your eggs in the same what
Right.
but they're multiple choice, so you can see the choices you have to
Well, and I tried to get California. I tried to get California like sayings and slang and stuff like that. And you'd be amazed the different rabbit holes I went down to. Because California, you go to Vallejo, it's one sound. You go to East LA, it's one sound. You go to Palo Alto, it's one sound. You go to Mendocino, it's one sound. So yeah, it's all over the place. I
yeah.
love your tips and hacks, Echo.
And the thing about the South, the South does. I mean, I was raised up north in Indiana, and
Hmm.
when I came down south, I was amazed at the different meanings of words, what I thought it meant and what they say it means, and just all that. And then too, like I live in Hahira, and it looks like spelled like Hahira. And no,
Hmm.
but anytime I have to tell somebody over the phone, I spell it and they still can't get it. I'm like,
Right.
hey, Hira, like, two words, but it's one word, hey, Hira, no, hey, hi. It's like, it doesn't
Right.
matter. It doesn't matter. Just that's where I live. But all of the names of the little towns are weird kind of sounding names.
All of our names are because it's California. All of our names, or at least 90% of them, are Spanish names. You know,
Yeah,
but we've taken them and we've Americified them, but they're still Spanish names. Like
right.
San Jose. Nobody says San Jose. They say San Jose. San
Yeah,
Jose.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, Lisa, I need to do another tips and hacks video because I do like finding those kind of things out. But everything takes me so much time. And I've just been one of these people here lately that I can't sit here long enough to really do it like I used to do.
Well,
So I
and
have.
then your health kind of threw you off.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes I have to do things in bits and pieces. I've got
Unfortunately.
some videos I was looking the other day and I was like, I'm going to trash that because I'm not going back and finishing it now, but I had wanted to do it at the time, but
Hmm.
so, but yeah, I do like that kind of stuff. I will tell y'all that I made my refrigerator pickles and they turned out so well that I actually went and bought the stuff and made some again. So if
Okay.
you all like pickles, but you're watching your salt or watching your sugar, I suggest making the homemade refrigerator pickles because you can put exactly in it what you want. And
Okay. Are
we
you still
all know,
boiling it up with the vinegar and
yep,
everything? I
you
mean,
put water and vinegar, and I
uh-huh.
put a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt, and
Mhm.
you cook that, let it boil, then let it simmer, cool it down. And then I just bought a container of pickling spices. It has
Okay.
different spices in it.
All right.
You put that in your jar, you put your whatever you're going to pickle in the jar, and then you pour that brine over it, put the lid on, put it in the refrigerator for 24 hours, and you got delicious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have pickling spice at the house.
And
I have all kinds of
I
spices.
mean,
I have saffron. I have weird spices.
yeah. Well, and you could put anything. You could put garlic in there, you could put more dill in it. You could put whatever you want, however you want it to
Hmm.
taste. I'm kind of experimenting because I don't want it to be too sweet or too salty. So
Right.
I'm kind of still in the experimenting stages of it. But
And that's one thing about making one jar, you know, until you get it dialed in where you want it, you know. So
yeah,
you make one jar, and when that's gone, you're like, okay, that was good, but maybe a touch more or a little
and
less.
and like with me, you can keep them in the refrigerator like 5 to 7 days, after you make them,
Hmm.
because it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like the pickling where you actually can leave it sitting out on the shelf.
All
But
right.
um, my size jar that I'm using is not the big quart jar. It's more like a pint sized jar. But
Perfect.
one English cucumber fills up that jar perfectly.
Perfect.
So
It's just your
I
size.
I made both, cut them into the circles, and I cut
Bye,
it
Carmen.
and cut
Thank
it
you.
into quarters so that
Uh-huh.
there was a longer pickle, and made them that way. And they're really, really good. And I was like, why am I buying pickles that are processed and have all who knows what in them when
Well, yeah,
I can
if
make
nothing
this?
else, all the preservatives to keep
Yeah.
them lasting on the shelf forever. Yeah.
And it's like when you can make it and make it exactly to taste, exactly how you want it. And I think I paid 97 cents for the English cucumber.
Hmm.
So
And
what
those are
little
the
bit
expensive
of the
ones.
other stuff it took, maybe I might have $2 a jar in it, if that, probably $1.50 a jar, as opposed to $3, $4, $5 for a jar of pickles,
Hmm.
you know. And I'm really funny about those preservatives now. I don't like putting stuff in my body that I don't know what the heck it is, or
Right.
what
That
it,
makes
you know,
sense.
what does it do? Just like the vinegar, because Anise was asking me, that looks like water. No, this is vinegar. I'm telling you, it's not the same as the water, because she was confused. Why are we putting water and what looks
And
like
water.
water?
We're putting water and
Yeah.
water.
And I'm like, no, 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 no. This is what makes it pickle. This is what does it, is the vinegar. But you think about all these what do they do to the inside of our body? If it can
Hmm.
turn something from a cucumber into a pickle, what are things doing in our bodies? It's like, I don't think I want to do that. I
Yeah.
want to be as
Well, vinegar
healthy.
is a cleanser. It is a cleanser.
And
It's
the
a
one
body
thing
cleanser.
about it is making them yourself, and say you make one jar a week, you'll eat it up before it goes bad. I wouldn't
Hmm.
say make 5 or 6 jars and expect to eat them in a week, but easy
Especially by
enough.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can actually say you make too much of the brine. You can actually put that in a container, stick it in the fridge. Then when you go to make them again, you just have to reheat it, and
Hmm.
you can still use it. The actual pickling brine that you make the cucumbers with, you can reuse that a time or two, it said.
Right.
Also, it said you may want to increase your vinegar,
Yeah,
add a
I
little
was
more
saying it's going to get
vinegar.
watered down after a
Yeah,
few
because
times.
the cucumber is going to absorb the vinegar and the salt out of
Hmm.
that brine. So you
Right.
may have to refresh it. And I haven't tried to reuse mine, but I did make too much. And I was like, well, I'm putting it in the fridge. And then I went to investigate, is it going to be
Hmm.
okay to do that? And it was like, yeah, all you have to do is reboil it, let it cool back down, and you're good to go. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It's automatic
that-
sterilization, boiling. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Very
I,
cool.
I
I didn't
like
know.
figuring out things like that I can do, to help myself, make
Yeah.
me feel like I'm,
Granny would probably love to have something like that on there because canning, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what I figure a granny would do is canning. Maybe,
Mhm.
did you record it?
I didn't yet. I
Okay.
will though. I wanted to get my process down and make sure that it was good,
Right.
before I was like, hey, y'all should do this. But yeah, that would be a great video to put on Fun with Granny. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now because Anna East was like, oh yeah, I want to help you make them. So next time I do it, I'll do it when she's here and let her be involved with
Perfect.
it. And that'll be good.
Yeah. That's
But
wonderful.
I don't want to make content just to be making content.
No, I was just thinking, it'd be nice for other people to see that
Yeah, yeah. No, but what
it's
I'm
not that
saying
hard.
is it's like
You know what I mean?
if it's something that I feel strongly about and that's
Hmm.
helping me, well, then yeah, I'm going to try to let y'all know it. But
Hmm.
I don't sit around and be like, gee, I need some content. What should I do?
Yeah.
And I always am recording stuff on my phone of the dog and the
Hmm.
kid. And,
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, okay, I'll make that into a video when I get around to it,
Yeah.
or whatever. And I got this camera, y'all. I was gifted this camera and I am proud to say I have figured out how to transfer from the camera to my computer. And it really takes pretty good pictures and it also takes good
Nice.
videos. And so yesterday I was playing around because it has the screw in where you can attach your tripod, and
Hmm.
I checked it on the little tripod and the big tripod. So I will start using it to film more than just with my phone.
That would work out great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the phone is really easy, to do quick videos with, but I'm not good at holding the phone,
Right.
you know. And so I want to be able to do that. But I was having a hard time with being able to get the information from the camera into the computer because I was under the impression I needed to go into the editing program for the camera and I could do it, but then I couldn't get it out of that program to my hard drive to put it into Canva to do what I wanted to do. So
Hmm.
then I finally realized, wait a minute, remember how when computers first came out, you had different disk drives? We had the floppy disk, and then we got the little square disk, and then you got the
Right.
CD, and you had the little card, the memory card that could fit in there and all that. Well, I'm like, okay, why can't I plug this camera into my computer and then say this is a hard drive? Get what's on
Right.
this hard drive off?
Hmm.
And once I figured that out, it's like piece of cake. But
Right.
my brain was so jumbled up when I wasn't feeling good that it was like I'd get to a certain point and it was like I couldn't figure out what to do next.
Right. But that's
How
when you
to,
have to step back,
yeah.
right? Step back and then, okay, look at it again.
And
Send me
I
all the
had
spare
to,
cameras. BJ, you don't need any more toys. I've seen your room of toys. You have enough toys.
but it's like I really needed to leave it alone until my head was clearer. And then
Exactly.
when I came back and I was like, this doesn't make sense. You're going to put it in an editing program. Canva is my editing program. It's like, why do I have to put it in their program to get it into my program? You know,
Hmm.
and I used to try to download stuff from my phone right into Canva, and I would have so much trouble. Now I have Google Photos, and whatever I do with my phone also goes on my Google Photos, and then I can pull that up and I can download that straight to my computer and
Hmm.
then download it straight to Canva.
Right.
Makes life so much easier.
Oh, it
But
does.
it's like
If
when it
everybody's
comes to
talking, you get everybody talking to each other.
Yeah. And when it comes to technology, I'm 63. I didn't grow up on computers like my kid did, you know. So I don't think the way through I have to like break it down and be like, "Oh boy, if I wanted to do this, what would I have to do?" And all of that. And I'm still not as good at it as I would like to be, but I'm learning and I'm playing around with things. And I think that's where my channel is going, as far as not making more content, but making better content, being able
Well,
to do
okay.
things
Lisa says
better.
it. Lisa says it too. We didn't grow up on this technology. But
Exactly.
Lisa, and I'm going to ask you, Echo, since you're up here speaking, how much accomplishment do you feel because we didn't grow up with it, because we didn't have that knowledge? We are learning it on our own like babies. Now, how much accomplishment do you feel when it was like, I figured
Yes.
it out?
When I finally got it and I was like, I downloaded it and then I uploaded it
Yay!
into
Fingers
Canva,
crossed.
I was like, oh my goodness, why was that so difficult? But I was like, yes, I knew there had to be a better way. It didn't make any sense. But
Right.
yet, because when I first looked up the camera, because I didn't even know how to use the camera, when I first started looking up about the camera, of course, it tells you Nikon. Here's the Nikon video program. It's
Right.
like I just went right along with that. I never even thought I should be able to hook this up straight to the computer. I shouldn't have to go through, you know.
But doesn't it feel good when you figure it out? You're going, I knew this had to be easy. I knew this had to be easier. I
And
am
see,
so glad I did that.
I used to always just ask Allison, if I
Yeah.
wanted to do blah, 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 what would I do? And then most times she'd get frustrated with me and just do it for me.
Oh, that's what I do with other. He would
And
say, what do you have to do? And I would say, just go do it. Just go do it. Tell me when it's done.
but the only problem with that is then when it comes up again, I still don't know how to do it.
Mm-mm.
And then I would be like, I hate to ask you this, but what about this? So I finally made up my mind. No, if I'm going to do this, I need to learn how to do it. And the
Mhm.
bad thing about it is the stuff that I use every day, I can do. But you
Right.
try to get me to go to something else, like Stephanie uses
OBS, OSB or
OBS.
OBS.
OBS. She also uses a different editing program, and it's like I tried the OBS thing, but it to me it was like way more than I needed. Like
Yeah.
I
You
needed,
can do a lot on it. They,
yeah.
they say you can do a lot on it.
And
Yeah.
then like the different editing programs, I'm so used to using what I use that
Mhm.
that felt more difficult, even though probably if you learned on that program, it's a piece of cake. But because I have that other program in my head, it's like, oh, but over there I can just do this and do that. And over here I got to figure out,
I was so lost. Yeah.
how to do that.
OBS is, they say it's amazing, but it has so many bells and whistles that you can do that. You can get lost going down rabbit holes and stuff. I don't know. I've never touched it. It's way above my pay grade, but it's just like us when I remember my grandparents, and I don't mean to compare us to our grandparents, but we are our grandparents now. I remember my grandparents, we tried to get them to get a push button phone, landline. And they're like, no, I like this dial. I no, all you have to do is push the buttons and we'll get you big buttons so you can see them. No, I like this. And that's the way I feel about when I go to like OBS and stuff like that. It's like, you're at the push button and I'm still at the dial. You know? But I'm used to the dial, so I'll keep
Right,
doing the
right.
dial.
All right, Misha Lee, have a wonderful day.
Hi, bye,
Um,
honey.
DJ says
I'll see you. I'll see you in Scully or somewhere.
he's been working with computers since university in 1978, I believe he
Yeah,
said.
I think the first home computer I saw was Others, and he was like 8 or 9.
Well,
And I
now,
went, "What the heck is this thing?" And that was when you took the phone and you set it on there and it goes.
well, see, I went to the tech school here in, oh gosh, when was that? That was before I had Allison. So probably about 95. And I graduated in 81. So you're saying 14 years after I graduated,
She's
right?
such a baby. Go
And
ahead.
I go to the tech school, and all I wanted was to learn accounting because my husband had a small business and I didn't want to have to pay an accountant. I wanted to be able to do his books and do his taxes. At that time, the tech school did not have just a program that you could just go and get that information. Now they do. It's a certificate program. But what
Mhm.
they had was a degree program, and it was a 2-year course. And I had to take a speech class. I mean, I had to do all kinds of classes in order to get the information I actually wanted. But I'm
Right.
thankful that I did it because I did learn how to use computers. Nothing like computers are today, but in 1995, I didn't know anything about computers at all. So I learned that way. And so
Hmm.
that was all the computer knowledge I had. So when I started messing around on YouTube, it was like I could turn the computer on. I didn't really know how you got a program into the computer. I definitely didn't know how to use YouTube or go live or, any of that stuff.
Well,
And
and the shortcuts were different, right? Didn't you use a lot of F1, F2,
yeah,
F3?
yes,
They used the F buttons a
a
lot back
lot.
then.
Yeah. And so it was like learning I mean, I had the basic knowledge of what a computer was, but I definitely didn't know the different programs. And
Hmm.
even the programs that I did learn for computerized accounting are outdated now.
Right.
Accounting is the same and will be the same whether you do it with pen and paper or you do it on a
Numbers are
computer.
numbers.
Yeah, the basic idea of it's the same, but now the programs are so much more sophisticated that where we would have to take and put in a bill and then go in and generate the check to pay that bill and then go in and put it into accounts payable, or if we received a check, put it in accounts receivables and all of that. Now it's like you're entering something one time and the computer puts it wherever it has to go, like
Right.
all of that. And then you can just print out a report and,
Hmm.
and that's not how I learned with the two columns on the paper and you had to plus this and you minus that and, so even that is totally different now. But my point is that if you have a little bit of knowledge, you can expand upon it. But if you know nothing, it's very hard. And that's where a lot of seniors are at. They didn't go back to school with computers, they didn't do
Right.
anything with computers. So for them to even turn on the computer, it's like totally foreign. It's just,
Right.
they don't
Right.
have anything to base it
My
on.
mother still has a rotary dial phone on her wall in the kitchen. The phone company has been after her to get a touch tone. I didn't know rotary still worked. I
Yep.
don't think they work in the States anymore because they've gone from analog to digital. So I think they've eliminated all dial phones in the States. That's what I understood. Because
Hello, Kevin from
I have a
Tiffany.
dial candlestick and it doesn't work.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that I can remember when my boss had a bag phone in his car, and that
Yeah,
was the beginning of cell phones.
right.
Was the bag phone?
Yeah, my mother had
And
the brick. Remember the brick?
yeah,
That big
yeah,
old huge thing. She had one of those because she
yeah,
was doing a lot of traveling on her own, and she said, "I need something." And she
yeah,
goes, "And it works in half of the areas I'm in, and the other half it doesn't." She goes, "But at least in those half, I at least have something."
yeah. Well, and the reason that my boss had the bag phone was because he had several vehicles, and he wanted to be not to have one in each vehicle. He wanted something he could take out. And that was the whole thing about the portable phone. It was
Mhm.
like something that didn't have to be connected by wires or whatever. Yes,
Right.
call me in the car.
Right? I
Yeah,
mean, that was a big thrill. Call me in the
yeah,
car.
yeah. So,
That was
I
a
didn't
big
get my
thrill.
first cell phone until after my daughter was born. So it was probably 98. And that's only because my car broke down and I had to walk with her in the baby carrier to a payphone. And
Hmm.
yes, they still had payphones back then.
Right?
Don't have payphones now very, very many places. Um, and my husband was like, okay, yeah, we got to get the cell phone, which he had been wanting to get one anyway. But I was like, we don't need that. But after that happened, it was like, yeah, I could have just sat here and called you instead of having to take her and walk and,
And
you know,
stayed safe, locked in your car.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that's when we got our first cell phones was in
CBs took over. I
1998.
remember CBs. Bricker
Yeah,
19. Right? Remember
yes,
CBs?
CDs and
Yeah.
just
What
so
was that one?
many
Teddy
things.
bear. Remember the
I,
teddy bear song? Huh?
and I wanted to know if my car could have a CD player in it. And they were like, it's Bluetooth. I'm like, that doesn't answer my question. I want to know, can I have a CD player?
See, it's right back to the dial phones and the rotary phones and the yeah. If it has Bluetooth, it has anything, and
And
you don't
then
have extra pieces.
the young gentleman salesperson said, don't worry, I will show you all the technology, help you get it set up. I was like, thank you. Because I won't be able to do any of it.
That was so sweet.
But
Actually, that was really sweet.
I felt like I was like, he's probably thinking this is like my grandmother, and I would want somebody to show her what to do.
Mhm.
I was like, yes, good, 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 good. And even when my car broke down, I never knew how to open the latch to get the hood to go up. And every time like I'd go to get the oil changed, the guy would have to reach in there and do it for me because I never could find it. And it was weird how under the dash everything felt like you could pull it, but it wasn't the right thing.
Right. Well, and hoods usually have a lock and then a latch. So you have
Yeah.
to do the lock and then you do the latch. But
And so I'm sitting there. I got the car hood up, or I didn't have it up. I was trying to get the hood up, but I had set the jug of antifreeze on the sidewalk and went and got in the car and was trying to do it. Couldn't find it. Got the owner's manual out of the glove box, and I'm sitting there reading the owner's manual, trying to figure out, where is this hood release, right? I'm not thinking I need any help. I'm thinking once I get the hood up, I know how to put the fluid in there. Here this man comes and walks up and he's like, hi, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing okay. And he's like, you got car trouble? And I'm like, yeah, it overheated. I need to put some fluid in it. And he was like, oh, okay, we'll pop the hood. And I said, you're not going to believe this, but that's the problem. I don't know how to pop the hood. I can't find the release. So I'm looking in the owner's manual, trying to figure it out. And he was like, oh,
uh,
it's right here. He reaches in and boop, pops my hood.
of course, yeah. There's nothing to opening a hood, honey.
I was like, oh my goodness. Well, I guess he thought since I couldn't do that, I really shouldn't be trusted to do anything else. So he
Oh,
immediately told me, hold on, I'll be right back. Went and got a funnel from the truck stop, came, put the funnel in there, to be able to put the fluid or whatever.
mhm.
But Allison and Anais had went in the store to get a drink and a snack, and then they were going to come and help me. Well, here she comes, and here's this man putting the water or the antifreeze in the gas tank
Mhm.
or radiator thing. She's just shaking her head because she thinks I've stopped somebody and asked for help. You know,
And I can see you doing that, honey.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really
And I'm
can.
like, honest to gosh, I did not ask for help. I
Uh-huh.
was trying to handle this on my own. And he's
Mhm.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She couldn't get the hood open. And bless her heart, she was in there reading a book. I'm like,
Reading a book.
reading a book, trying to figure it out. Oh, how hilarious was that?
I
But anyhow, yeah,
love people's interpretations. She was just in there reading a book. It's almost 5 minutes. I don't know how that worked.
add a longer intro and post it might be the best. Okay. Do
Uh,
you think it's long enough to premiere it, Stephanie, or just post it? Okay. I think a premiere needs to be at least 5 minutes. Longer than that would be wonderful. Put one of your music videos with it, BJ. And then after we watch the premiere, we watch your video. We'll watch your music video.
and BJ, you know my Monday morning things are only about 5 minutes long. Their premiere. So it just depends on you, really.
Oh, look at that. He says, I was Snoopy on the CB before I got my ham license.
Yeah. Oh, I remember those big towers behind people's houses, for the CBs and stuff. I remember all that. Yeah.
4
That was
p.m. Eastern. Okay. Got it. I will be there. And like I said before, Edna goes live at 6 for bingo
tonight.
tonight.
This is all Eastern time, folks. Okay, go ahead.
Eastern time. And then I'll be on 10 o'clock Eastern time. And Miss Body Illusion will be 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then you're going on the Village after yours?
Not this week, next week.
Okay.
Misha is going to be doing it this week, and they're doing BJ. They're doing dad jokes night.
Well, but I thought I saw it scheduled at 8:30. That must be Central Time.
I had it scheduled this week, but the Village had decided they wanted to, the first Friday of the month, do old dad jokes, and I went,
Okay.
oh shoot. So then I just put mine off, and so yeah. So I probably won't be there. I'll be in the chat though, folks.
All right. Sounds good. All right. BJ says he's got his scheduled. Good. We will.
And then Sunday, what's happening Sunday?
Okay, this Sunday it'll be me at 9 o'clock, and then Stephanie for Bible Trivia Sunday night. And then I should have a self-care video premiere at 2 if I get it made. And then Norma has bingo at 4.
There we go.
So we got a full day on Sunday for you. Yeah.
Sounds like a good weekend.
Yeah. Should be good.
All right. Well, I'm glad everybody came, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can dream up next time. If you have some ideas, let Echo know. She can send them off to me, and we'll figure out something.
Since I don't let anybody talk to Body Illusion or to Stephanie.
No. We can't even talk to each other. My email, go to my pages. My email's there. We're not hiding. It's just
Lucy's on Messenger. Stephanie's not. And then Stephanie will email. So yeah, Stephanie, get Lucy's email, vice versa. And
so she's an emailer?
She's an emailer. She doesn't like Facebook. Okay. So she's not on Facebook, and she's not on Messenger through Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
And some people are like that. Everybody has their own way that they feel comfortable with. That's fine. Today is 3 o'clock my time. Okay. So that would be 6 o'clock Echo's time, correct? Miss Edna? What time is she on tonight?
Oh, he's saying Edna is at 3 p.m. his time in Canada. She's 6 Eastern for us because he's 3 hours behind us.
Did I just say that, folks?
So that's why he's always got to eat whenever. We're like, it's not lunchtime, it's not dinner time, but it is because he's 3 hours behind us. So it does work out that way.
Me too, BJ. I'd rather text.
Oh,
yeah. A messenger text. I like messenger text. Yeah. I don't like people having my phone number. I really, yeah. You can have my email. You can have it. That's just who I am.
Well, and that's okay. Everybody should communicate the way that makes them the most comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind giving, if I know somebody well enough, I don't mind giving them my phone number. But I'm on Messenger too, because I am on Facebook. So a lot of people, instead of asking me for my phone number, they just contact me through Messenger, which is fine
Uh-huh.
with me too. I check both of them. I have notifications on for everything. So I be checking if I go on the phone. That's the only problem. I may not be on the phone at all. And then I'll come on and I'm like, oh, I missed that and I missed that. And
Or
it's
you
like,
click your phone back on and it goes bing, bing, bing,
yeah,
bing, bing.
it's like, oh, I'm the replay crew. I say that in a lot of lives. Replay crew. It's like, I'm sorry I didn't make it there in time, but I will watch your replay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I got a notice in my door this morning. We have an inspection and filter change tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I do have to clean my apartment today,
Ugh.
but I will. It won't take me long. It is a small apartment, but anyway, I need to get that done. And I will see you all later at Miss Edna's. All
Have a
right.
wonderful day. Be
Bye.
nice to yourself.
Yes. Try to be nice to
Yes.
yourself, as nice as you are to other people. So if you're not nice to other people, you're not going to be nice to you. All right. See y'all later.